Salutations, amigos, and welcome back to the rest of the Datamines here. Now, it's a little awkward because earlier this night I broke my chair, and now I have to hold the mic in a really awkward position. I can't just lean forward anymore, so I don't know. This might be a hard one to record, but yeah, apparently we have the Close Counter Sacred Seal finally. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We have Ree, of course, posting the other Sacred Seal. Take a look at all that stuff. And then from here on out, we have also the stats of the new units. We don't have all of the artwork yet, unfortunately, because they didn't update the Meet the Heroes page, I don't think. But we can actually take a look at the artworks over here. So let's go ahead and open those up in a separate tab. And oh, that's not exactly what I was... Oh, they did update the Meet the Heroes. What was I talking about? I don't know. Earlier when I checked the site, I guess they hadn't updated it yet, but now they have. So, okay, we do have the artwork for the new characters. So, where do we want to start? How about we start with the fire? Let's start with the brand new Sacred Seal. So, yeah, finally, after a million years, we have the Close Counter Sacred Seal. It's called Close Transcend. Unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. 300 SP, of course, for an assist or for a passive there. And then it's only usable by tome units, by the looks of it. Yeah, so daggers and bow units can't get it. Staff units can get it, though, by the looks of this. So it's tomes and staffs. And then the other range units, unfortunate for them. Too bad, so sad. Okay, so there we go for the Close Counter Sacred Seal. The other Sacred Seal is going to be Attack and Defense lull. Wait, Attack and Defense lull 3, lull attack and res 3. Wait, what? We're getting both Attack and Defense lull 3 and lull attack and res 3, huh? That don't really make much sense to me, but we're getting a lull of some kind. Lull attack and then either defense or res. How about that? Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's take a look at the stats now for these new characters here. Okay, starting off with the duo, Veyle and Leelier here. So we have 40 HP with a Bane, 49 attack with a Boon. We got 30 speed with a Bane, 17 defense with a Bane, and then 49 res with a Boon. So they got the Boons on attack and res, which is exactly where they want them. They seem like an okay unit. I mean, I feel like they're a little underwhelming overall. I would have liked it if their drive had maybe one other effect. They give drive, 7 DR to allies, 7 true damage, all stats of 5, and then they also give the double scowl. So they give scowl on the first attack and the first follow-up attack of the enemy, which is okay. I mean, it's a decent effect, but I would have liked it if they had some other effect as well, just tagged in there. When we look at the crux debuffs of Duo Balder and also the Halloween Freya, like, they've got crazy effects in there. Like, Freya has Binding Necklace drive, essentially, where she steals the enemy bonuses and then gives them to the ally. And then the Balder does, I think she had drive Plegian, where she doubles the debuff that they've already got. So it just amounts to a crazy stat swing on both of them. Unfortunately, Veyle doesn't quite have the same, but it's still an okay unit. They have an okay duo button. They give Divinely Inspiring and Reflex support to allies. Duo buttons are always good, but I really wish this one was reusable, since it's pretty much just the passive status bonuses. And that's really all there is to say. They do have a Brave attack pretty much all the time, considering they get it whenever they're in combat against an engaged opponent. So that's basically going to be all the time. And yeah, not really much else to say about them. Kind of underwhelming. Okay, let's also take a look at her art while we're there. So there's the artwork for them. Pretty good. Nothing really negative to say about it. I like this one, actually, with them hugging there. It looks like they're trying... Are they throwing the bouquet, or are they trying to catch the bouquet? Can't really tell. Oh, that's a very nice effect, too, with the flower and the vines and stuff. Very nice color choices. And finally, the injured art there. Big Sis protecting Lil Sis. You'll love to see it. Okay, so there we go for Leelier and Veyle. Okay, where are we? All right, here we are. So then we have Hortensia up next. Cute Explosion, man. She does not deserve that title. They should have switched hers with Saline. Saline looks more cute there in her little cottage girl outfit. So 40 HP with a Bane, 45 attack with a Bane, 48 speed with a boon, 21 defense, and then 48 res for Hortensia there. So speed is the only super boon. Oh, BST, by the way. I forgot to check BST. So 185 for Leelier and Veyle. Not that it matters because they're a duo hero. They're going to get a dual skill. Hortensia has a 202 BST, which is good, obviously, for a ranged armor. She's going to score in the 205 bin, which is acceptable. And yeah, her assist is really good. It just gives you a makeshift physical save on a moment's notice, pretty much. And there's definitely some good applications for that. Her being a magic save, though, I'm not really too sold, especially when her defense is this bad. I did goof up on the trailer. I forgot to calculate in that she does, in fact, nullify adaptive damage. But even saying that, it's still... I'm still very hesitant about her because if you look at her kit and then you look at all her stuff, she doesn't seem like she's going to fare any much better than the Winter Gatekeeper that we got, where a lot of her effects are more supportive as opposed to helping her tank and survive. So, I'm not really too sold on how well she's going to be able to tank, but her support is definitely going to be felt, and there's no getting around that. So, for Hortensia's artwork, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, yeah, there's a very, very form-fitting dress there. She has this giant cupcake on a fork. Okay. All right, there's the attack, special attack with the strawberries. Those strawberries look pretty tasty. Not gonna lie. And then finally, we have the injured artwork there. So, oh, she has the thing that Lissa had, like the bird cage that holds open the skirt a little bit. What is this called? I know they wear that. Like, I've seen this before. It's kind of an old school thing though. Like, they don't really wear this anymore, I don't think. But it's meant to just like adjust your skirt a little better. If you know what this is called, let me know in the comments. But yeah, she has that there. Okay, so that was Hortensia's artwork. Let's take a look at Louis up next, who is going to be our demoted character. So we got here 50 HP, 47 attack, 16 speed with a Bane, 49 defense with a boon, and then 45 res also with a Bane. So plus defense is what you would want to go for. 207 BST, which will get him into the 210 bin, which is okay. And then he's a bow armor type. His weapon is just really kind of meh, especially compared to the Sedgar weapon. I feel like the Sedgar bow was definitely better. The one from New Year Sedgar. And then his passives are okay. He does have Def Res Far Save, which is pretty nice for fodder. And then he also has Slick Fighter 4 right out of the gates, which is nice for a demote unit. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to say. And like I've said before, passive skill power creep is out of control now. So even though Slick Fighter was really good when it had its chance, I feel like that time has passed. There's just better passives now. So yeah, it is what it is. This would be way different though if he was a regular banner demo and he had these passives. I don't know why they're so stingy about that too. Like they've already devalued passives like crazy, and they still can't give us a gold border passive on a regular demote. Not even like Darting Blow 4 or Death Blow 4. Like really, we're gonna really gatekeep those booty passives? Come on, man. Okay, so Louis' artwork. So there he is. I completely forgot what his name was, by the way. I thought his name was Boucheron. I don't even remember who Boucheron is, by the way. I just remember his name being fun to say. So here's the attack from Louis. Maybe one day we will get Boucheron in the game, and then I'll remember who he is. All right, there's the attack, and then there is the injured art. He kind of looks like Kellum a little bit. Reminds me of Kellum somewhat. Maybe because they're both nobodies. I don't know. I don't mean to throw shade at Louis fans, but yeah, not the most memorable of characters, at least for me. All right, and then finally we have Saline there, who I like. She's definitely a solid unit. She gets the penalty cleansing up to 2 penalties. She's got brave attacking. She seems like she'll be able to do some decent damage, and she does have some good fodder and good passives. But if I were to run a Saline on a defense team, I'm going with Ninja Saline because she does also being an infantry type, she can't have cancel curb, and that's very important. So, I would value that over what this Saline is doing with the better damage and the more competent damage dealer and stuff. The better reach being a cav type. So, I don't know. That's just me. But maybe you guys think different, and that's perfectly fine. So, we have here HP 34 with a boon. 42 attack with a bane. 48 speed with a boon. 13 defense with a boon. Yeah, good luck with that 17 defense. And then 47 res with a bane. It kind of sucks that she has attack and res banes as opposed to boons. And yet she has HP and defense boons, which she really doesn't need. 184 for the BST, but that doesn't matter so much with this unit. So let's take a look at her artwork now. All right, yeah, so she should be the cute explosion unit, I would say. All right, there's her attacking art. Just throwing a little present at somebody. Okay, so the cake roll was in the gift box. And we got some 4-leaf clovers there. I like it. Yeah, some Luck of the Irish. You ever saw that movie, Luck of the Irish? A random old movie I just remembered for some reason. And then the injured art from Saline there. So, yeah, there you guys go. That's pretty much everything I can think of in the data mine. Let's just refresh and see if there's anything else. Oh, we have the animation from Salem. Why don't we take a look at this? Okay, yeah, that's the bonfire we need, don't we? That's like the bonfire. You know that old meme pic with Faye the owl burning in a bonfire? With like all the fire mages just burning her? That's exactly what this animation looked like. Alright, yeah, and that looks like just about everything there is. So let me know what you guys think about this banner in the comment section down below. I'm not really too sold. I think the fodder is good, and maybe some of these units may have some niche cases, but that's basically it. Certainly not on the level of previous Valentine banners where the units are damn near defining the meta, like Valentine Leon, Valentine Rhea, Valentine Edelgard. Before that, we had the Valentine Gustav and Henriette, who just completely changed the game with saves. Valentine Duo Lif, who just made Bravite go extinct. So, I mean, previous Valentine banners were on another level. This one, not so much.